What's up, guys? The second episode of Table for Two. Today I got a huge guest for you guys, a huge pair. Now, these guys actually go to the same university as I do. It's a huge honor to get them on here. It took a lot, and this wasn't easy getting, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Dtox, Alex and Dean, enjoy them.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Cheers for having us.
Yeah, great to be here. Great to have a little chat about what's going on, what's going to be happening, what's going to change in Kingston, because it's going to be big. Detox was a little idea we both had once.
Yeah, separately first.
It was a point where you go to Prism, you go to Hippodrome, you go to wherever. It's like, oh yeah, big super club. Oh, really like Martin Garrix. Oh wow, like he's amazing. Oh, really wanna like just party and have a drink with my girls. And we were just like, we're fed up, like, because there's a music. We just needed to have that culture that understood, like, actual music, like, had that feeling for it, and they wanted to do that. And obviously we understood where there's other stuff like Brown Bear, well done to you guys, shout out, because you lot have done well for a long time. And we was like, well, we need more of that, like, and we thought
vibe, like
we thought we could do it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's kind of where it all came from. So we just kind of like met up one day from it being like, oh yeah, we should do our own event, go our separate ways. Oh yeah, we should do our own event. We just kind of like went, right, we're gonna do this. Let's grab our team, get a team of like-minded people who also want to do it and they understand where we're going. And we were like, well, yeah, we can do this. And now we've actually got Suffolk solidified. We've got plans for this event. Yeah. We've got plans for freshers. We've got plans going forward. Like, we're hoping we can just change everything so for the better, because at this moment in time, like, you're either going to go out to Prism or Hippodrome or the library for Brown Bear, and that's pretty much it, really. So
soon you'll be coming just
kind of, but eventually you'll be just coming to this. You'll be like, oh, so when's the next one? Is it next month? Oh, I've got to save my money for that. But yeah. What about, you can go into speaking about
how it started,
like how we all got to this situation that we are now, where it's all like,
how did we get?
It's so
If it would, it was just, we just had a meeting, it just expanded. I don't really know what to say. It's hard. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to cut this bit. Basically, it just come about from a meeting, and it's just flew by. We've got our headliner. We did all the promotion, all the flyers, the posters. And it's just been mad. We're just passionate about it. If anyone's looking to get into it, I'd say obviously go for it, but you've got to go for it with your all. You can't just like pussyfoot about it. You have to.
That's a big lesson. Number one, you can't cut corners.
You cannot. They'll cut you right back. You can't trust anyone unless it's signed and it's on the dotted line. You can't trust it. It has to be 100%. Otherwise, there's no point.
Yeah. Going on off from that, I'd probably say difficulties we've had. Let's talk about the headliner. Let's talk about
the headliner wasn't easy.
Let's put it this way.
You just don't understand the money.
We're students, right? Let's just point that out. We all go to Kingston University. We're all students. We all got to pay for stuff, like blah blah blah. All having noodles for a week or whatever. And then when you have to get a headliner for an event, and let's just put out there. So we tried to hear how much Jamie Jones charged. How much does he charge again?
About 44,000.
So Jamie Jones charged 44,000. So obviously we knew that idea was way
out of budget.
So we thought, so let's go for local people. Even local people still cost a lot of money. Don't get it all twisted at all. So that's one of the biggest things we had to realise was that
you have to be good at negotiating.
You have to be good at negotiating.
A very good deal. Very good deal.
God bless Dean for getting the headliner we have, because I don't know how he got him. I can't tell you how much we're going to pay him, but all I'm saying is, like,
yeah, thank you, Paolo, mate.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I promise you there'll be drinks for you. We'll give you a hug. But yeah, like, that's probably one of the main things. Probably another thing that's difficult is the promotion side of it, like starting off from scratch, because when it comes to something where it's like, oh, how am I gonna make my own brand, make my own image, even if you're doing it for yourself, not for a brand, you kind of have to think like, what is it that people are going to be into? Are people going to like this? Is this something that like they're going to enjoy? It's like it's really difficult to go and put it out there and then get a fan base, because
get that following.
Because it's hard. We're all like quite, I don't know, we kind of all just go for the big things. If you see something and it's a big Instagram page or it's a big like subscribed YouTube page, and you see they do, maybe it's just one video, you might be like, oh, this video is great, and you subscribe from that. But if you see it's one page and they do one video and you're like, oh, it's great, you kind of like just shy away from it. You kind of wait until they're a bit bigger, then you come back and we get the people who like to say, oh yeah, I heard this from the beginning, but they didn't really stick arond. What they really done was they went, oh yeah, I heard this from the beginning, and then they went, oh, but this guy's sick. Let me go look at that. It's like that's the difficult thing. It's just getting people on board. But
even your friends is the hardest one. You think like they're all there saying, oh yeah, I see what you're doing, you love that, and then they're not liking it, they're not sharing it, they're not backing it, they're not really turning up to your face. They're supportive, but like actually behind the scenes, they're just not. They're just sort of hating at the fact you're making steps. So always push for those things, even if you're not getting all the backing just from the people you know. The people you love will be there. Yeah, that's for sure. Like
major key. I'll probably have to say
you need
your organisation and planning has to be to a T, or else
it's just going to catch up on you.
It catches up on you very hard.
We started off and we had 4 months when we stared off this, and this is now a couple of weeks away. And if we didn't do it how we everything like we planned it, it was no way be ready, because we're on a tight schedule as it is. Obviously, it's going to be it will run perfect, but if it was any further behind than we are, we would not be running now.
Like if you just try and think of just like rough details of how things you have to do, like getting the DJs, how much you're going to pay them, sorting out your budget, getting the venue, making sure everything's good with the venue. Like there's a lot that has to be done behind the doors before we can even go and say, okay, cool, we can go and put a flyer through your door and be like, hey, there's an event, and like it's at this time.
Yeah, even that, the promo of it is
there's so much difficult things that people don't really kind of like take into account so much. But I'd probably say that's one main lesson that we've learned.
Second one, I think you need to like think about the time it takes to do these things. Like you think, oh, it's only going to take a little amount of time, but every day if you've got to make several posts for Facebook, you've got a flyer, you've got to sign contracts, you've got to email someone, you've got to reply to emails. Like it's a lot more stuff than you think. You've got to turn out to the venue just to check things are going okay. It's so many things that you don't personally, when you first think about it, take into account. And it's time to it definitely takes up time.
I would say the last one is that the annoying thing is it's not like a job we can say we go and do it at this set time, because it's constant. It's not a 9 to 5 job. Like I can go through it a whole day and maybe do bare minimum, check the post, check the Facebook, do the social media side of it, and nothing goes on. And then we can have one day where I've got a promoter outside of, let's say, Banquet Records like we had on Saturday, and then I've got social media, people sending messages on social media about trying to DJ for the next event, and then you're getting all of these other things, and it's just kind of like, but I want to do uni work, or like I'm doing my day job, or you're doing whatever you're doing, like there's no time limit. Like I think the funny thing is we were talking on the chat, I can't remember when it was, and my girlfriend was like, oh, you're always on that chat, and then and then it went silent for like a day, and she went to me, she's like, is that event all right? Is everything still okay? Like she had a relationship with it. But I think that's just to prove the point that like it's.
You have to treat it like your baby. Literally, you can't forget about it. 24/7, it is there, and there will always be something you need to do. And if you're not doing it, then it's probably not a good thing.
That's probably one of the best things to say. Yeah. I actually cherish that I'm actually doing this event.
Same. To be honest, it's building for the future. It's something we've always wanted to do. Obviously, it's not going to turn around and it's not going to make stupid amounts of money next week, well, the first event, but over time it's something that's going to build and
like
build a reputation. And
I just see this as being something that's going to be a very, very big change for the next 2 to 3 years for Kingston, because I don't see it as
hopefully not just Kingston.
Well,
hopefully we will spread.
Bigger if we
The
stretch.
UK,
When we
Ibiza,
stretch.
we're coming for you. LA, we're coming for you.
But like we want to see it as like we'll do this and then we get a whole flux of people who just feel inspired, like how we were inspired by events we've gone out to in other places. We want it to be like they've done, like, you know what, they're uni students, they're putting this on, why can't I do that? And it's just a catalyst effect where we all kind of like work together to get to that motion. Because funny news that we know is that Surrey Council is actually trying to get rid of all of the clubs in Kingston. They're trying to
Make
shut
it
them
less
all
of a
down,
student
make it less
place.
student-y, which is making it kind of
And we're coming back at them.
more difficult. And this is more like, I'm not going to say it's like a complete fight back, but we're just showing that it is a very, very big thing we want to go towards. Like I don't really know how to explain it, but we're just coming to be a cultural base, and we're just going to grow, and there's going to be loads of people that grow from us. And yeah, it's exciting. It's very exciting. How much it costs?
Yeah, but then at the end of the day, that's an investment, and we know we're getting it back. So that's not actually, I don't know. That's definitely something though to take into account, especially being a student, like, and not being earning anything really.
I think it's quite a difficult question, I'd probably say, just because we're still doing our little not baby steps, but we're still doing our steps where we still have to get to
we're still
other
learning every day.
other
There's still
milestones.
something new that strikes us every day. So
I think.
I would just say the preparation, everything basically. Like, you don't really realise how much effort, what you actually have to do, everything you have to do for it to actually be successful is just unbelievable. It's not as easy as just going, oh mate, yeah, we've got an event next week. It's not like, this is just not that easy. When you've got to fill capacity, otherwise you have to pay a certain amount of fees for not doing so, is also pressure. So I'd just be aware that it's not as easy as you think if you try to do this, but it's definitely worth doing.
Dean, what do you think is Alex's main strength, and Alex, what do you think is Dean's main strength? Like, one thing that you're so glad
I don't even need to think about that. I know.
I'm so glad
I know.
because I want to do.
I'm just gonna say straight off the bat, when it comes to negotiating and like getting stuff done and sorting out contracts and being to people like, right, I want you to do this, can you do this? Great. Like, bang on all the time.
Yeah, and
when he even came out with a headliner like, oh, Paolo Francesco, like I knew him because of where I've been out, and like I've heard him play and people telling me about him, and I was thinking like, this kid's played in Ibiza, this kid's been here, this kid's been that. I'm looking at the budget thinking like, can we do that? And then he comes back in a week's time like, oh yeah, he's X amount. We were like, all right. He's like, yeah, that's good. So that'll probably be what I'd say.
Cheers. I'd say yours has to be your planning, has to be your social media, everything. His management is just unbelievable. Like when if I forget about something, I know this kid's 2 steps ahead and he's already there. Like, he's like, oh no, I've already told the promo people what to do today. This thing's already scheduled for Facebook, this, that, and the other, and it's just like. I know all I've got to do is contracts, headliners, that sort of stuff, and I'm good at that, and I leave the rest. Yeah, your team is the only way it's going to be successful. If you try to do it by yourself, it's not going to happen. I already tried to do a label, just 2 people, and it's just so much effort. So we've come back, took 2 steps back, started the events, and that's where we hope to be in, say, a couple of years with the label. But now there's 4 people, there's a bigger team. We've got more structure, like we know what we're doing, we know how to plan things. Yeah. So your team is definitely...
I think the good thing about a team as well, just adding on, is the fact that everyone can do different things. Yeah, right. Where like, okay, so they're your mate at first, and then when it comes out and they're like, oh, you know what, like, I'll make a promo video coming out soon. You might see it, you might not, it is coming out soon. But it is really good. But yeah, like I said, you've got people who can do like promo videos, and like we've got other people who can do like moving images. You've got people who's like doing our projections on night, can do our lighting on night. We've got another person who's going to be recording all of the live sets. Like, it's just a wide range of like talents you didn't know people have, and it just helps you like to be kind of like unique as an event.
Yeah.
Because you can cut the cost, and where you cut the cost, you can go and put it in somewhere else. So then when you come to the event and you're like, oh, whoa, like this is happening, like how did they even be able to do that?
Yeah.
Then you tell a friend like, oh, I went to an event and this happened, like how did they, like you have to come and see it. And then gets down the line, and then you get to a point where it's like, crap, one in, one out. So we've only been open for 10 minutes. Oh, obviously that probably won't happen, but
yeah.
you get the point that I'm saying.
Just on this one.
I'm gonna say, just from going out and meeting so many people, like it's an unreal amount of people you meet, and like the story you take when you go to a festival or night out, or like even if it's just drinks with friends, like there's always so many stories and memories you're gonna have from that. And like whether you meet someone new who's going to be your best friend for like the rest of your life, or you meet someone that you're only going to meet for that night, they're always going to be like within your mind, and you're just going to like look back at it like, oh, I went to this festival, maybe this guy done this funny thing, and like you will always remember it, and you'll be able to reminisce with your friends that you went with. So it's like a good experience. And because I had that sort of like good experience from going everywhere, it was kind of like I want to create that for everyone else. I want everyone to have that ability to kind of be part of my vision and be like there to experience it, and be like, hopefully, well, when it happens, and they come to like the 4th or 5th event, they'll be like, wow, like I actually went to the first event of this, and like it was amazing. Like they had Paolo Francesco, and like it was going crazy, and like that's what I want to do. I want people to like be able to do that and talk in their little friends group and just be like, oh, this event was amazing. Remember when we went here? And they'll be like, oh yeah, remember when Jack done this? Oh yeah, Jack fell down the stairs or something. No one will fall down the stairs. But but so, you know, you catch my drift, where it's like I want to create memories for everyone, so that when we finally all get to that age where we can't do it no more, we can look back and be like, it was amazing, and we done this, and I have all these memories, and I just want to be that little part for everyone. Just it's kind of like
that is what it is, isn't it? Like we just want to make it more easy, like more access for people around here. Like it's okay to be able to travel to the other side of London for an event like this, but we're bringing it to people that like on people's doorstep in a town that was so known for having amazing nights. Like it always used to have the best nights when we was coming to uni. That's why we chose both to come here, was for the nightlife, and then it died down literally the year we got here. So we want to bring that back, and it's my love for music and going out is it's just crazy. So that's sort of why I personally wanted to do it, is just give some people that easy access to an unbelievable night out. Well, yeah, basically because my course is BMUS, there's more theory than what is practical, and obviously that's great if you want to write songs, but for me as a producer, I want to be producing and making my own tracks. So for me, I'd say, I don't know, give people a reason to be making the tracks rather than just coming to uni doing the stuff and then going, it's okay, you're going just out, but you need to be doing your own thing as well. So I'd say open like more society, just give people more reason to make tracks, and maybe like bring back the actual radio station so people can release their tracks, stuff like that. That's obviously something we're looking at trying to bring back. There's just got to be more ways of people giving their stuff and letting people at the uni actually access it. Like there's no real connections from each department. So say film studies to music, do you know what I mean? There's nothing. I should be making the sound for people's film so that they can do that, and it's just not. There's no connection between the lot. So I think that's something that needs to be fulfilled. It needs to be filled up so people can do that.
Yeah, I think there just needs to be more sort of like substance in like the societies as well. Where there's like, it's like, okay, so we've got X amount of societies. You probably only saw them in your first year when you were walking around like, oh yeah, keen, let me sign. No, how much is it? £5? No, thank you, bye. Like,
that gets me 2 drinks.
Literally, that's probably the only time. Sorry, and then after that, you don't really hear anything from your society. I mean, like I said before, us two are trying to like, well, the whole team are trying to take the uni on and try and push it forward, where we're trying to do the radios, and we're going to be trying to get societies more integrated with the nightlife of Kingston, so there's more opportunities for people to do stuff. So if you are doing music, you can release it, or even with, let's say, Brown Bear, for example, you've got paintings, so those who are doing art can be like, you know what, you can do live art for this, it'll come through the uni, like, then we can do more advertising in the uni. You're walking around the uni, you think, like, going like, whoa, like, this is on, like, maybe I should go and check it out, and then like it comes more together. I know it's very difficult for Kingston as a uni because because we're so close to London, we get a lot of London students who come from London and just travel. So we don't have as much as a student stronghold that just kind of like lives around here. But for the student stronghold that is here, we do kind of need to just kind of like push forward and just kind of do more as one. Like I heard we got was it like the entrepreneur award? We like had the most entrepreneurs for Kingston, which I think is great. It's good going forward. That's a good sector. But I want my uni to be better, to be like we have that, and then next year on, it's like all the unis helped work with, let's say like DJ Society.
Yeah, that's the thing.
To put events on in like the library or Hippodrome, or even Backers to a certain extent, and like. It's selling out, like people are selling it out. Like if you think of, not trying to talk down our uni, if you think of like places like Leeds Uni, like Bristol, Newcastle.
Small arts and creative. That's
all of these arts and sort of like arts and creative or like big cities. Like you go there and it's everywhere. Like if you want to go and see a jazz performance in like Leeds, you can literally go, you can find it. If you want to go to like a really underground, like dark, like hard style. I don't like hard style. Just want to put that out there. But like a dark hard style, but like you can go and do that. Like there's so much capabilities, and that's what I kind of want because
easy access.
If it's easy access and we do that more, and other students who are looking to come into the uni are like, you know what, like I'm not too sure about Kingston, like I might have like St Mary's or whatever like written down as well, and then they go and check the student that like when they hear that it's really versatile, they're going to be more likely to go. First of all because they're thinking there's definitely going to be a space for my personality, whether I think it's really weird or I'm really normal, and like they'll just be like just more inclined like to go to the uni and try new things because there'll be so much new things that they can try. But right now it's sort of very rigid, I'd say. We're just very rigid in that sort of sense. But you know, it will change because
we're going to change it.
We're going to change it basically. Right, upcoming events we've got, like we've been speaking, we've got the Detox event, which is going to be happening 12th of May. I'd probably say the end of year party. Oh, this is the poster. Shout out to our artist
Zayad. Yes,
Zayad.
mate. Well done, son.
Absolutely legends. You can catch the video coming out soon as well. We've got a good lineup. We've got Paolo Francesco, who's played around in Ibiza. He's played DC10. If you know what that is, then
you should be here. If you know what that is, then you'll enjoy this.
He's played a Bode. If you know about it, like I said. Like he said, you will be here. Like he's a really, really good artist. And then we've got Little Johnny from Solid Grooves. Solid Grooves quite an up and coming label. They just got their club in Ibiza for this year for the first time. He'll be their resident there. He's their resident DJ. They've got their birthday on the 22nd of April as well. If you want to go and catch him there as well, that's a really, really big name.
Be there. Just don't spend all your money.
Just don't spend all your money. Then we've got Black Hat, who's a very, very special talent, actually coming from France, who's just moved here quite recently, but he's got tracks on the Cuff label, if you know Check it out. Dance, awesome track. You know, stuff like that, like, it's a big, big, big thing. And then we've got all our residents as well. We've got me playing on the night, I'll be playing in Absolute Grooves, and you'll be loving it. I'm gonna see you all shaking their feet. I'll be playing back to back with my friend Boy Jigger. Then we've got Green Rocker back to back Marilyn, a nice little change up, a nice little bit of that techno you don't always hear, not that like heavy hitting, but it's nice, it's a nice little groove. And then we've got Holy War Child as well, who'll be playing a vinyl set, which we're all excited about as musicians and artists.
Vinyl, yes.
And it will be very, very memorable. I mean, tickets are £5 if you catch, £6, sorry, if you catch one of our promoters with these cards, hold on to them. You can get entry. You can get a £5 entry with this card. It says on the back, £5 entry. I don't know if you can see that. Well, you probably can't, but you know, we'll post it. It'll be on the Facebook page. join the Facebook page, join the Instagram page. Right now on the Instagram page, we've got competition. You can win 2 tickets to Sound On Festival. That's still ongoing. We're going to announce it probably closer to the date of the event. But yeah, just get involved.
RA, buy your tickets now.
Get your tickets on RA as well. Just get
For
involved.
anyone that doesn't know, resident advisor.
just support. I mean, even if it's something where you've looked at it and you've gone, okay, you know what, like, I'm not too sure, I'm not really that sort of like techno sort of house person, I'm used to going to prison. Try something new. It's the end of, it's going to be packed anyway. Student price drinks pretty much. Like,
Yeah, so if you don't like it, you won't remember it anyway.
If you don't like it, you won't remember
Just
it
get drunk.
anyway. But I promise you will remember it and you
will love it.
You will keep coming
You will
back.
love
So yeah, I'm looking forward to see all of you there. And if you're in the line and you happen not to get in, just like have a word.
You blame him, not me. Ooh, taking the first step. I would say don't try and do it. It depends where you're coming from. If you're a student and you're in the sort of same position as we are, find a team that's as thinking about as you, wants to do it as much as yourself, because it'll be a lot easier for you. Whereas if you're trying to do something by yourself with not that much backing, it's never really that easy, and it's just easier if you've got, say, 4 people, because you can all do something different. So you can always give something that someone can give everything.
I'd probably say you need to learn how to not kind of be stressed from it all, and kind of just, you have to love. I'd probably say you have to love every aspect of what you're doing. You need to be like, you know, I know I'm doing like this really long contract, which is like pages upon pages, but I'm doing it because I know, like, if I do this all right and I get the right words, like, I'm gonna get the right, like, DJ to come and he's gonna be like,
then they send it back, and then you have to rewrite it, and then you're like, oh, it's fine, yeah, I'll be with you tomorrow.
Because there is a lot of that. There's a lot of dark corners that you don't realise are there until you get there.
And you have to cover them, otherwise, for your own back, otherwise.
So you need to just not be a stressed out person, I'd probably say, because if you are, you just
that's the thing. Don't leave it so you have to get stressed. Is what I'd say. Make sure if you're doing it, you're planning it properly, and solidly, and you're doing it. Not just, it's okay saying, so tomorrow we're gonna do it. You've got to actually do it. Like, if you're just saying you're gonna do it, then it's not gonna work. Like, you've got to put everything into it, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely put everything into it.
If you believe in it as much as you should, then it will be a success. If you don't, then why did you start it?
Always raise, right? Always raising our level of awareness. This is what this is about. And so he raised my level of awareness. He took me to a place I had never been before. And he said to me, Eric, you got to get it. It's real simple. If your son is not going to be a high school dropout, and I'm telling y'all, if you're in this room, some of you got to help me out, because there's a cycle right now. And so I told you, my grandfather did it, my father did it, and I was destined to do it. I was grinding at first. When I saw my man in the distance, I said I was a high school dropout. I was homeless. How I catch Tony? Tony, you better run, and you better run fast, because your boy E.T., I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get it.